BJP upsets campaign as Rahul Gandhi chickens out from Amethi, says the Congress will also lose Raebareli next. Huge twist in the Rohit Vemula case. Closure report says he was not a Dalit. Rahul Gandhi's fake caste card has been destroyed. Kharge avoiding the question from Republic. Congress party stunned on the twist in the Rohit Vemula case. Protests erupt in Hyderabad. And big war between the Bengal Governor and the Mamata government. Directly, Ananda Bose says, I don't respect the Chief Minister for accusing me of sexual molestation. Yeah. And live this evening, right on top is Smriti Irani, newsmaker of the day. We thought it would be Rahul Gandhi would be the newsmaker, but it turns out more people are interested in listening to you tonight. And anyway, Rahul Gandhi is avoiding the cameras ever since. He's not talking. So did you have a sense of this? Did you know it would be coming? Ms. Irani, did you know that he would opt out, or were you anticipating that he would turn up finally?
Well, Arnab, I think firstly, my apologies that my voice have done close to 250 speeches in the past 12 days. So I hope I'm not extremely hoarse. But yes, looking at the deepfake videos, looking at the propaganda, German-based or not, looking at the mockery that had been thrust upon me personally and that of the BJP candidature from Amethi. Today, Rahul Gandhi has decided to give a slap in the face of all such fake YouTubers by opting out of the race from Amethi. I think finally reality has hit the Gandhi family home. There is a recognition that you don't fight elections on Twitter. You fight it on the ground, on the table and amongst people. And when it comes to the people today, I'm grateful that a voter in Amethi who's aware not only of their constitutional rights and responsibilities, but also today is well positioned to do a comparative between my 5 years of service as a Member of Parliament and that of 15 years of Rahul Gandhi today, was decidedly inclined towards voting for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Knowing that the writing is on the wall, it is but natural for the entire family to opt out of the fight.
Some people like Jairam Ramesh are trying to make this look like it's a strategic, well-planned thing. You know, we are going to fight from Raebareli, and then if we win Wayanad, he's indicating that Rahul will opt out of Raebareli and Priyanka Vadra will step into a bipole. So they're looking at it, making it look like, oh, it's a strategic decision within the family on how to keep Raebareli with the family, rather than the question of chickening out of Amethi.
It's only possible, Arnab. It's only possible in the Congress party that they make losing a seat called Amethi a part of their strategy.
Yeah, I was thinking, what happened to Robert Vadra? You know, he was giving a lot of interviews.
So I'm not astounded.
What about Robert Vadra? He was saying, I have a problem with Smriti
Well, why
Irani.
Mrs. Sonia Gandhi deem it fit that her son-in-law is good enough to be in Indian politics, that is a response only Mrs. Gandhi or Mrs. Vadra can give.
So, overall, you know, Smriti Irani, you seem very, very relaxed about the whole thing. Do you realize somewhere that the last 1 week, this is #1 talking point in the country? I know your throat reflects what you've been up to.
I realize that,
but do you realize? I mean, I know you're a little far removed maybe from the media attention. Everybody, every drawing room is talking only about whether Rahul Gandhi is going to fight with you. I mean, I don't think you're realizing the colossal impact of what has happened today.
But please recognize this.
Yes.
You have to recognize the fact that I've spent 10 years, a decade of my life in Amethi. And in these 10 years, I have seen the Congress, its shenanigans, its operations up close. While I may be a part of a headline one day, I fought this battle for a decade of my life. I've paid a personal cost for it, apart from political costs and professional costs. Not only me, but everybody I've loved has suffered. So today when you see me just quietly smiling, It is genuinely a day where I pay homage to everybody who suffered, who battled, who cannot be seen on the screen today. But it's a day of vindication for them.
There's a lot of people asking us tonight to, I'm seeing
So
a lot
I
of live responses, people on streaming saying, tell Smriti Irani, one of the viewers
recognize that
tell her
Mr.
to
Gandhi,
explain more. Sorry to interrupt, Smriti Irani. People are saying, one person on live streaming is saying, please tell Smriti Irani to explain more of what she says, what she means when she says she has gone through a lot personally for taking on the Gandhis.
I would not like to talk about the personal costs, but I would like to just highlight here that it has been 10 years of abuse. It has been 10 years of character assassination. It has been 10 years of withstanding mockery. And apart from, like I said, my loved ones facing what they did, let me just shift the conversation politically to Amethi. In 1989, Arnab, in this very seat, fought the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi against Rajiv Gandhi. Now, such is the power of the Gandhi family that this incident you will not find on any electronic link of any newspaper in India. In 1989, while Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was fighting an election against the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, the Congress party did booth capturing in 97 booths. So while you must have spent many years of your reportage talking about political leaders, let's say from the RJD or the Samajwadi Party, could this country ever imagine that in this so-called Gandhi family bastion, it is the Gandhi family that indulged in booth capturing? Such was the atmosphere of fear in Amethi that today people are coming out in hordes celebrating as though they have been finally let free. This, where I'm sitting today, 20 minutes from here, it is the Gandhi family that usurped lands belonging to farmers. And when the farmers went to court against them in the district court and lost, the Gandhi family, instead of returning the land back, dragged the farmers of Amethi to High Court. As though looting the treasury of India was not enough. Every opportunity they have got, they have looted people. And especially in Amethi, where 90% of my population, Arnab, is rural population.
Yep.
For such people to stand up against the Gandhi family is nothing less than the miracle of democracy. I'm also cognizant that the mockery by the Congress party continues, that the arrogance continues. But I'm glad that they are still arrogant about the despondency they're about to face on the 4th of June. Because it is this very arrogance that has led to the implosion and the destruction of a once famously called political first family of the country.
Yeah. It's quite clear to me this means a lot to you, and of course it does. My clear question to you, Ms. Irani, is: do you think Rahul Gandhi is a proxy candidate in Raebareli? Do you think he's a proxy for Priyanka coming in later? And are you going to campaign in Raebareli as well?
The fact...
Are you going to chase him? Because you were chasing him in Wayanad last week. Or 2 weeks back, you chased him in Wayanad, and now some people are saying, is she going to chase him in Raebareli as well? Or is this the end of the Smriti Irani versus Rahul Gandhi fight we've seen?
Firstly, with a deep sense of humility, let me express, I am a part of the national campaigning team of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I have been a part of the national executive of the Bharatiya Janata Party 5 consecutive times from Atal Bihari Vajpayee's reign onwards to Narendra Modi's regime. I've been the national secretary of the Bharatiya Janata Party twice. I've been the national president of the Bharatiya Janata Party women's wing. I've spent 22 years of my life for my organization. So anybody in the Congress party who's ignorant enough to think that my political identity is dependent on a dynast who refuses to grow old or refuses to accept political realities is very, very vastly mistaken. Apart from this, I've had the good fortune of having a media career of close to 2.5 decades. I don't need a Rahul Gandhi to make a name for myself. I was already a name. And I was a name out of my own hard work, not because my daddy was a political leader.
Superb, well said.
So I don't know
Well
what
said.
assignment my political organization will give.
Yeah.
I was assigned Amethi 10 years ago. Nobody can deny that in 2019, a simple karyakarta of the Bharatiya Janata Party created political history by defeating the Congress party president. That had never happened in the history of Indian democracy. And nobody can deny that a simple karyakarta of the Bharatiya Janata Party has packed up an entire family from Amethi in 2024. In 2024, with the victory of Bharatiya Janata Party in Amethi, we will yet again create history. I am the first non-Gandhi woman to win in Amethi. And I'll be the first BJP MP to be voted into office twice in a row.
No doubt about that.
That doesn't happen when you chase Rahul Gandhi.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happens when you ensure development on the ground for people.
No doubt about that. The big headline today, I don't know if you heard about it, was the Rohit Vemula case, where the news came out that the Telangana government, which is a Congress government, has closed the case and has given a clean sheet to everyone who was accused in the BJP, and especially you, that the case that had been put by the Congress against you was found to be false by another Congress government. I remember in January 2016, Rahul Gandhi stood in the campus in Hyderabad, and you were HRD minister, right? And he said that the condition for Rohit Vemula's suicide has been created by Smriti Irani and the Vice Chancellor. He particularly targeted you. You had said in Parliament, "My name is Smriti Irani. I challenge you to identify my caste. I am enraged by the manner in which a child's death is being used as a political weapon." You said, "I am taking it personally." These are your words. I will tell you how the entire incident has been used as a political tool. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of vindication twice over for the person on the screen, Smriti Irani. Rahul Gandhi has run away from Amethi, and the case in which Rahul Gandhi targeted her personally when she was HRD minister has been found to be an utterly false case. Some would say the damage is done, but this is not limited to Smriti Irani, viewers. I'm just giving the context. The fact is that the Rohit Vemula case, which has turned out to be a fake case today by a Congress government in Telangana, was being used for the last 7 to 8 years minimum by the Congress party to do its caste-based politics. So I want a response to you, Smriti Irani, on that huge development which happened earlier this evening. Ms. Irani.
I will only say this. There is a God and truth truly prevails. I had said then and I say now that a young man's life was reduced to a political one-man-upship game, and a young man was used as a pawn on a political chessboard by Rahul Gandhi. I will only say this, that I'm grateful to God that truth has prevailed.
How do you look
And
back?
who else?
How do you look back
The
on
Congress
the case
party
at
itself.
that time? I'm sure you remember.
मेरे पापा का लाखों का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम पूरा रिजेक्ट हो गया। फिर मुझे पॉलिसी बाजार के क्लेम समाधान दिवस के बारे में पता लगा, जिसमें हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ने क्लेम रिव्यू करके अप्रूव कर दिया और क्लेम का सारा पैसा हमारे अकाउंट में आ गया।
पॉलिसी बाजार पे 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
I will not disagree, Arnab, that the case was particularly used by the Congress party, and especially the Gandhi family directed the rest of the Congress workers to do what they did. But the issue is, look at Ramji ki Leela, that the person who turns out to vindicate me happens to be a Congress government.
Absolutely, it is. And Mr. Kharge is not talking when our reporters are going
This
behind
is a
him.
sensitive issue.
Yes, I understand.
It is a sensitive issue, and the fact that Mr. Gandhi could go to any lengths to lie. I hope citizens who are watching us tonight recognize how deadly and dastardly is the politics of the Gandhi family, especially Rahul Gandhi.
You know, they project themselves as very...
Many treat Rahul Gandhi as a buffoon.
Never treat Rahul Gandhi as a buffoon. Sorry. what
Allow
were you
me.
saying?
Many
Yeah.
think of Rahul Gandhi as a buffoon. But they are mistaken. There is a deadly game that he undertakes. He believes he has been preordained to rule over India. He believes that we as citizens should be obligated for his very presence. He believes that every instrument of law and legal office should only serve his whims and fancies. This is the only Indian politician, Arnab, who has the audacity to threaten officers who investigate scams. This after being a decade out of power. Imagine the dangers to this country if such a whimsical, political oligarch ever gets power.
So you're saying this projection of...
He's vindicated.
You're saying he's not just a... He's not a buffoon. He's vindictive.
No, he's not. He is.
What about
Hasn't
this?
he openly threatened officers?
Any specific information you have on which case?
Hasn't he torn ordinances?
He has.
Well, he's done it in press.
Yes.
Which Indian citizen or which Indian politician have you ever seen tear an ordinance passed by the government?
That may be seen as arrogance, not arrogance, not vindictiveness, maybe stupidity, maybe, arrogance, a mix of arrogance and stupidity.
Well, on some people, stupidity is dangerous.
So then, you're saying he's vindictive, but you obviously scared him off. You scared him off. He must have had people on the ground in Amethi finding out what you're doing,
Well, I
what the
did.
campaign is.
Yes. Yes. I've said this 3 months ago. I don't know why nobody caught it. But I've said this openly, that I know that video cameras are deployed to record every word. There were some who walked into my house with a video camera hidden, trying to record me in my private residence.
They
So
sent
we fight
people,
this
they
battle in
sent people
Amethi
into
every
your
day.
house? They
We
sent
know
people,
the person we are fighting. They sent a gentleman here as well who was caught by the cops. But we are used to it in Amethi.
So who's the vindictive mind in the family between Rahul
I think what they did
or
not
Sonia
expect-
or Priyanka? Who's the vindictive one? It's very personal.
I
with you.
wouldn't
I mean, You would say Rahul.
I guess it is. No, I wouldn't know who's more vindictive. Whether it's Mrs. Gandhi or her two kids, I have no clue.
What do you think their chances are in Raebareli now? It's all come down to Raebareli.
I think
only.
you've seen there. I think you've already seen what they're capable of. You saw how Mrs. Gandhi went after Prime Minister Modi when he was Chief Minister. You saw how Mrs. Gandhi and her entire ecosystem went after Amit Bhai.
True.
ये किसी के सगे नहीं, लेकिन कोई ऐसा सगा नहीं जिनको इन्होंने ठगा नहीं.
Now, what does this Amethi story reflect at a national level, Ms. Irani? At a national level, a lot of people reading into it. Because see, till yesterday, Jairam Ramesh said, we want Rahul Gandhi to fight from Amethi. We want Priyanka Vadra to fight from Raebareli. We hope Rahul Gandhi will contest from Amethi. We hope Priyanka Vadra will contest from Raebareli. Now, obviously there's a disconnect between even Jairam Ramesh and the family members out here.
And I'm glad that the entire Congress ecosystem is disconnected.
What explains that? I mean, there's no conversation
That's
going
why
on.
we are winning.
So what does that explain there? You know,
is there ever any explanation for why they're disconnected from each other and from the roots where you see development now take a firm grasp?
Yeah, but Smriti ji, there are five phases of election left. 5 phases. And I think your phase is going on 20th or 21st of May. Everybody knows, I know, you know, everybody knows, everybody watching this interview tonight knows that. Doesn't the Congress party know that when the person described as Shehzada by the Prime Minister runs away from Amethi, there'll be a cascading impact in Assam, in Bengal, where they don't have any presence anywhere?
They know.
They know, then why are they doing it? At this stage of an election.
The arrogance which is on display today is nothing but a camouflage of their shame. Can you imagine having Rahul Gandhi for a leader? At least Karyakartas of the Bharatiya Janata Party and supporters of the Bharatiya Janata Party can very proudly say that my leader will stand his ground and fight some of the toughest battles without leaving his workers alone. Can any Congress party Karyakarta say that today? They can't. Which is worse than political death. So the arrogance that is on display today is nothing but the camouflage of shame for having a leader called Rahul Gandhi.
Smriti Irani, this takes one joy out of June 4th, you know. June 4th, one joy would have been to keep a camera outside your Amethi house and be the first to get you live after you beat Rahul Gandhi. But this time it's a done deal, right? So you have taken away.
The issue is, history has been written for 2019 and 2024.
Yeah.
And that history, no matter what Congress ecosystem says, can never be erased.
Okay, so what's your target this time? Last time
On
you came
June
close
4th,
to about 50% in
I,
Amethi.
along with the rest of the nation, will celebrate Prime Minister Modi's return to office.
What's your personal target this time?
So I'm grateful that
What's your personal target this time?
One of the most overwhelming, my target was to win. And it seems before the vote was cast, it's the Gandhi family that has pronounced and proclaimed my victory today.
Well, Smriti Irani, a lot of people loving your confidence tonight.
This is a 5-decade-old bastion.
Yeah.
This is 10 years of me, of which 5 years I lost. I've just won 5 years ago. So it's 50 years of the Gandhis and just 5 years of me.
Will you campaign in Raebareli?
If instructed by the party, I surely will. Only Raebareli. I have already campaigned for the party in 5 states.
Yes, we're aware of that. You're one of the star campaigners.
Along with doing 250 programs in Amethi.
Yeah. Well, I can't see any good news coming on your throat front for a while, but I wish you the best in the campaign. And I can say this to you from our viewers streaming responses, Twitter, YouTube, all our live streaming across the world where people are watching you tonight. People are amazed at the effort you put in. But they agree with me that one joy has gone out of our reporting on June 4th because it seems to be a done deal. Smriti Irani, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yes, you're saying something.
Can I, Arnab?
Yes.
Can I, Arnab?
Yes.
As I sign off, I don't know who's listening to me tonight, but I just want to say a very big thank you. For every time I was attacked, I found strength in nameless people who walked up to me and patted my back, who shook my hand, who said they supported me and blessed me on Twitter, on any other platform that they could reach out. So thank you. Today is your day as much as mine.
I'm sure a lot of people will be emotional at seeing you emotional. Smriti Irani, you've touched a chord in a lot of people, and what a fighter this lady is. Absolute fighter on the ground. I can tell you one thing, she's going to intensify her campaign and not let go after this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Smriti Irani, for joining us tonight. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Smriti Irani really opening up, talking freely, and I can tell you she's been through a lot. She's been through a lot. But this big churn in the political strategy of the Gandhi Vadra family, Rahul Gandhi shifting his loyalties from Amethi to Raebareli, has come because of strong political compulsions and the straight fear of losing to Smriti Irani and the BJP a second time. Here is what happened, and here is what the Prime Minister said about it.
ये लोग गुम कर सबको कहते हैं डरो मत, मैं भी आज उन्हें कहता हूं और बड़े जी भर के कहता हूं, अरे डरो मत, भागो मत.
Sonia Gandhi has opted out of Lok Sabha polls. She has chosen the easier route via Rajya Sabha. Priyanka has refused to contest, and Rahul has opted out of Amethi. Rahul has dumped Amethi. He has abandoned Amethi for Raebareli. Rahul seems convinced that he would lose the Amethi battle at the hands of giant killer Smriti Irani.
वो स्वीकार कर रहे हैं कि वो डर के गए हैं. वायनाड को तो राहुल जी ने कहा था कि वायनाड उनका परिवार है, तो परिवार का एक संबंध पॉलिटिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट बना दिया राहुल गांधी जी ने. और आज वायनाड जितनी आहत हुई होगी, हम तो कहते हैं कि अमेठी ने वो सब अपमान देख लिया, झेल लिया, तो हम तो जानते थे कि इनकी फितरत क्या है.
The fact that a member of Gandhi family has given up fighting from Amethi seat after 25 years is significant.
कांग्रेस की मांग प्रियंका जी के लिए भी थी, लेकिन उनकी लिस्ट में कहीं बहन का नाम नहीं आया है. ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ कांग्रेस पार्टी में चल रहा है.
आपने देखा होगा सारे कांग्रेस पार्टी और विपक्ष में निराशा है. ना उसके पास नियत है, ना उसके पास कोई एक लीडर है. ऐसी स्थिति में जो उसका बयान आता है वो निराशा युक्त बयान होता है.
से अमेठी के बजाय अब वो रायबरेली से जा रहे हैं, तो रायबरेली की जनता भी उनका इंतजार कर रही है कि कांग्रेस ने जितने विकास में अवरोध पैदा किए, जितनी मोदी जी के बारे में हल्की बातें कही, एक एक बातों का हिसाब कांग्रेस को देना पड़ेगा. और प्रियंका जी ने तो पहले हार के पहले अपनी एक तरह से इसको हमारी भाषा में कहते हैं कि रण के पहले रण छोड़ हो गई, तो किसका क्या कर सकते हैं.
In fact, KC Venugopal had surveyed the prospects of Rahul Gandhi in Wayanad to sense the mood on the ground would favor Rahul Gandhi or not.
रायबरेली में नामांकित करना एक तरफ वायनाड की वोटर्स के लिए बहुत बड़ा एक उनके साथ नाइंसाफी है.
Rahul seems to have conceded defeat. Let's debate.
Ashok Mrityunjay of the Aam Aadmi Party is with us, Tuhin Sinha of the BJP. My first question is to senior Congress leader, member All India Congress Committee, Ramesh Sabharwal. And Ramesh ji, you said that don't worry, Rahul Gandhi will contest from Amethi. You said this on multiple times on my program. So why did he get scared? I mean, why did he get so scared? Yes.
Arnab, good evening.
Good evening.
Who is scared?
Rahul
Smriti
Gandhi.
Irani is scared. I was listening to her in your program. Gandhi family took a seat of Raebareli after independence. And Amethi, when Sanjay ji contested, after that Rajiv ji came. And after Rajiv ji's death, Captain Satish Sharma contested. When Sonia ji came to politics, then she contested. In Raebareli, Feroz Gandhi ji, Indira Gandhi ji, and later on Arun Nehru, Sheila Kaul ji, the family contested. And later on, when Rahul ji joined the politics, Sonia ji shifted to Raebareli. Sonia ji health doesn't allow to contest election because the doctors have refused her to move so much. That's why she's not campaigning too much. Priyanka ji is fighting with dictator in the whole country, who is a misleader and misinformer. Rahul ji has taken a courage. Who is bigger in the family? Grandmother. So he left his father and we gave it to Amethi, to our own family, like a family, KL Sharma. He will win, I'm telling you. Amethi people are trying. He will win and he will resign and then Priyanka ji will contest. You wait and watch. The people of Amethi will make KL Sharma win. They are only, Smriti Irani ji is only, what she has said, in 30 minutes, 1800 seconds. She took the name of my leader 900 times. I was counting. She's so afraid of Rahul Gandhi. Karishma. Sir, we have a family of sacrifice. KL Sharma is the Youth Congress coordinator, which the trainers were put in each and every district by Rajiv ji. So when he started his career, he was secretary in the AICC. When Rajiv ji died, still he was looking with Captain Satish Sharma, the Amethi. So he knows he's a loyalist of 10 Janpath. He's like we are loyalists. We can die for the sacrifice which Rajiv ji and Indira ji has made for this country, and which our Rahul ji and Priyanka ji is doing so much hard work. I'm telling you, there is no difference between Amethi and Raebareli. They are brother and sister, Amethi and Raebareli. Amethi and Raebareli is a family. If Indira ji would not have contested from Raebareli, Sanjay ji would not have gone to Amethi also. They are adjoining seats. There is no difference between Raebareli and Amethi. I am proud that Rahul is contesting for Raebareli and our another like a Bharat, Khadau lekar, khade hain wahan par, KL Sharma. I am telling you, we are going to win. This election is public versus the citizens of India versus Prime Minister. I am watching, I am touring the whole country. People have totally revolted. Only the media misleading, misinformation is going on. I can only wish that both seats we are going to win. The time will tell. God knows the truth. That's why Rahul ji has gone to Raebareli because of his grandmother, and we have fielded a family member like a family friend or a family worker or who's loyalist of 10 Janpath as a candidate from Amethi.
My God, Mr. Sabharwal.
What, sir? My God? Sir, what wrong I have said, sir? Is Indira ji not contesting for Raebareli?
You are amazing, man. Amazing person you are. Mr. Sabharwal, मैं तो दाद देता हूँ आप किस तरह से लॉयल हैं पार्टी के साथ जिस दिन आपके अपने नेता भाग गए. Anyway, Tuhin is here with us. Tuhin is with us.
कहाँ भाग गए? सर, अमेठी Raebareli में फर्क क्या है? अरे सर, अरे KL शर्मा से निपट के देखे ना स्मृति ईरानी जी.
Okay. Tuhin Sinha, would you like to respond to this deep analysis of why Rahul has left Amethi? Mr. Sabharwal says he's not left Amethi. A family member type person has gone to Amethi, KL Sharma, and KL Sharma, after he wins, will quit. There will be a bipole, and then Priyanka will fight from Raebareli. This is his theory.
From Amethi.
From Amethi. Okay.
Well, good evening.
Good evening, Arnab. Fact is, I will repeat what I have said before. There are no safe seats left for the Gandhis in this country anymore. So whether it is Amethi, whether it is Raebareli, if you remember last time in 2019 Lok Sabha elections, Dinesh Pratap Singh, who is the BJP candidate, had reduced the victory margin of Sonia Gandhi to half. In the last 5 years, he has been working diligently in the constituency, whereas the Gandhis are nowhere to be seen. So this matters. But today, with his last minute decision to abdicate responsibility once again, Rahul Gandhi has reduced himself to being the Bahadur Shah Zafar of the Nehru dynasty. The same waywardness, the same indecision, the same lethargy, and the same inability to take responsibility and defend his dynasty. So, Rahul Gandhi will go down in history as somebody who, he was not satisfied by losing Amethi. So when in history the Nehru dynasty is recalled, he will go down as the person who not only sacrificed Amethi but also sacrificed Raebareli. But today, my heart goes out to the 5 or 6 Darbari journalists who had been sent to Amethi to build up a mahal for Rahul Gandhi in the last 5 to 6 days, who were tweeting constantly that Rahul Gandhi is arriving. And because of them, there were party workers, the few remaining party workers, the sediments of the Congress party, who had started to believe that Rahul Gandhi would indeed come, and they had put up banners and all. Look at what they would have gone through when in the morning they were suddenly told to, go all the way to Raebareli in the heat, a good 100 kilometers away. Of course, Mr. Shabarwal has swallowed his self-respect, but my heart goes out to the remaining Congress workers who are disgusted with this attitude of Rahul Gandhi, the family which cannot stand for its own party, the party which cannot stand for its own, legacy. Arnab, one final point. Politics is about ambition. It is about your, ruthless desire to succeed. A person who is bereft of ambition cannot have big plans for the country. He can only come up with a shoddy, contrived manifesto, which is reminiscent of the Muslim League. And that is exactly the point which Prime Minister Modi has been emphasizing for the last 2 weeks.
Yes, in fact, this alliance of the Congress party and the Muslim League and the determined approach of Congress party to have Muslim quotas might cost them more. Pawan Gidwani says, like he lost Amethi, Raebareli will also slip away. Navya Roy says it took him weeks to ponder Amethi and Raebareli. It shows his confidence levels. Monica Sabarwal says he's going to lose from Wayanad also. Arun Murthy is saying Rahul is Smriti Irani relieved of the pressure now. She was never scared of any Gandhi ever. She's an achiever. My question to Ashok Mrityunjay ji of the Aam Aadmi Party. Mr. Mrityunjay, you have an alliance with the Congress Party. Whatever Congress Party does will impact your voters also. Now, 5 phases are still to go. Delhi is still to go to the polls, which is important for you. This approach of the Congress Party, Rahul Gandhi running away from Amethi, what will be the national image that will go of your alliance, of the India alliance, in your view?
Well, it'll be a good image which is, cascaded further. The reason is a party volunteer in Amethi has been given a ticket to contest an election, contest a Lok Sabha election, which is very good. Always Mr. Narendra Modi keeps talking about dynasty politics, where in the Lok Sabha, both Sonia Gandhi as well as Priyanka Gandhi have stayed back from contesting elections. This clearly shows that, the party is changed their mindset and allowing people, the local volunteer, to participate. However, see, the particular Amethi seat is the India Alliance which go to Congress. It's their decision whom they want to contest, and it would definitely give a strong message. Today, people are not worried where Rahul Gandhi is contesting, where, Priyanka Gandhi is contesting. People are worried about what's happening with the country. Can Narendra Modi come and contest anywhere in South India? Narendra Modi is a big, country leader. Why don't he come and contest in Tamil Nadu? Why don't he come and contest in Kerala? Right? When we talk about Rahul Gandhi, why don't we talk about Mr. Prime Minister? He's a Vishwaguru. He can stop wars in Ukraine. Why don't he come and contest any election in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, or Kerala, right? He can only contest in North India. Why don't we question that, right? The same way we are questioning Rahul Gandhi why he took a step back. We should also dare to question Mr. Modi on why he can't come and contest in Kerala.
Yeah.
Let him take 2 seats and let him win and show that he's
But why does he need to take 2 seats if he's confident in winning from 1?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let him contest.
What is this?
Kerala.
Let him contest. Why does the Prime Minister need to contest from 2 seats?
Why not you want to contest on Varanasi? Let him contest on Kerala and show his strength in Kerala.
Today, Arnab, where is this Aam Aadmi Party leading us? Where is this Aam Aadmi Party leading us? If Mr. Modi, if Prime Minister Modi decided to contest from Coimbatore, let's take a hypothetical situation. If he decided to contest from Coimbatore or from Bangalore, would he not win? Why is this Aam Aadmi Party? Why do they keep coming up with illogical stuff just to defend Rahul Gandhi? Unless you call out Rahul Gandhi, even your alliance, Aam Aadmi Party must realize you should be as blunt as your Punjab CM who said Ek Thi Congress. He will at least have the directness to slam Congress for its non-performance. And today you are defending Rahul Gandhi by drawing up a false equivalence with Mr. Modi.
Let him contest from Bangalore rural and let the Prime Minister win. We don't want hypothetical situation.
No, he can contest from anywhere because we are a party of Karyakartas. We don't believe in picnic politics. We don't go to our constituencies once in a few months. Our Karyakartas are active 24/7. Anyway, Arnab, let us not deflect from the debate. Arnab, you would recall on your show. Arnab, on your show itself, open challenge. On your show itself, Arnab, on your show itself, let's get back to Rahul Gandhi and Amethi. Arnab, on your show in 2022, if you remember, before the 2022 Assembly elections, I had thrown an open challenge that if Congress Party wins 5 seats in the Assembly elections, I will quit politics. It eventually won 2 seats. It eventually won 2 seats with a vote share of 2.33%. Now, if these Congress people continue to be in denial, if they continue to be in delusion and say that this is a master stroke, I think, God save this party, but this party does not deserve to be saved.
People of Amethi and Raebareli will teach you a lesson. People of Amethi and Raebareli will teach a lesson to the BJP. We are not the voters.
Are you warning us? Is that a warning? Is that a prediction? What exactly is it?
No, the people have told us that we are not going to vote.
You have a good sense of humor.
No. It's an Amethi. You go to Amethi and find out. Smriti Irani ji, in an interview for half an hour with Arnab ji, taking 900 times the name of my leader. She's so afraid. Kash hamara Rahul ji ka
because his chicanery, his vile intent needs to be called out.
No.
With what he has, Rahul Gandhi is intent, especially in the Rohit Vemula.
Mr. Sabharwal, just move away from the camera a little bit. We are getting your audio. My question is, one minute, Mr. Sabharwal, see, this family, arrogant kind of family, entitled, arrogant people. Listen to me. Rahul Gandhi lost in Amethi. After that 2.5 years, he didn't go. In the COVID period, people kept asking, he didn't go. He visited Amethi just 4 times. In 5 years, he did not visit Amethi even once during COVID-19. Between 2022 February and 2024 February, 2 years he did not even go to Amethi for 1 minute. I mean, किस मुंह से आप कहते हैं ये क्या है आपको? ये आपकी जो है ना ये we own Amethi. You don't own Amethi. रायबरेली हमारा नहीं है आपका. वो टाइम गया. नहीं वो टाइम गया. आप समझ लीजिए वो टाइम गया. और आपकी जो यूट्यूबर मीडिया है, आप जर्मनी से बुला के यूट्यूबर्स को पैसा दे के आप उनसे यूट्यूब वीडियो करवा रहे हैं. वो यूट्यूब वीडियो से आपकी कैंपेन यूट्यूब में इंटेंस है. योर कैंपेन इज इंटेंस ऑन यूट्यूब, नॉट इन द ग्राउंड. नॉट इन द ग्राउंड. यूट्यूब में नहीं. नाउ प्लीज टेल मी मिस्टर अग्रवाल, यूट्यूब से कोई जीतता है क्या इलेक्शन? अगर आपके assembly to assembly constituency में you are going to be wiped out. You know today, 11 times you said to me, no, Rahul Gandhi will go. अरे मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे ने he was begging, please fight, इज्जत का सवाल है.
There is no difference between Amethi and Raebareli. I have explained you earlier also.
I mean, you know.
If you find a difference, no difference. Raebareli is more closer to Gandhi family. Achha, about arrogance, you were telling about the arrogance of the family. If we have an arrogance, we would have given a ticket.
अरे तो रॉबर्ट वाड्रा की भी हिम्मत नहीं है फाइट करने के लिए, वो बोलते रह गए,
शर्मा जी
बोलते रह गए. Why was he not given a ticket? He kept begging.
प्रियंका जी ने जाना
He kept begging.
प्रियंका जी ने वापस जाना है. रॉबर्ट जी ने क्या बोला था कि माय प्रायोरिटीज फर्स्ट प्रियंका जी, और हमें इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं, वही तो फाइट. प्रियंका जी को पूरे भारत में
Two in 10 seconds. Two in. I'll give you a quick counter.
मोदी जी के झूठों से कौन टक्कर लेगा?
I was just checking through the comments on your Twitter, on Republic's Twitter feed. Arnab, I was just checking through the comments on the Republic Twitter feed, and there is a comment from one of the viewers who is watching the show right now. It reads that, it looks like the INC spokesperson has come on the show in an inebriated state. Now, the point is the Congress party is in an inebriated state. It's a drunken state. Congress needs to wake up. How long will you allow a Shahzada to run the party amok? How long will you allow a Shahzada to, deny opportunities to the limited Karyakartas who work? There is mass exodus from the Congress party, and yet you don't wake up. You live in denialism, you live in delusionalism, and you want to believe that all this is a masterstroke. When did losing become a masterstroke? When did, reducing your party to a small fringe become a masterstroke? You need to answer these questions.
Priyanka ji went to Amethi for the nomination of K.L. Sharma ji.
It is so tragic, the BJP party who is in the power for last 10 years, rather than talking about their achievement, asking vote, they say Congress is not doing anything. Congress is not in power for last 10 years.
Ashok, keep a distance from Congress, I'm telling you. Ashok, you have a bright future. Keep a distance from them. Sabharwal is smiling. No, he's not inebriated. He's just too, he doesn't drink. He's just too excited about defending the party. Tuin, Sinha, Ashok and Ramesh ji, thank you very much. Thank you very much. After a short break, I'll be getting you the West Bengal Governor live on the allegations of molestation that have been put up against him and the big debate on the Rohit Vemula case back in 7 or 8 minutes. Please come back.
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
Supreme's over 9,000 and more plumbing and drainage products and water tanks are made from high-quality raw materials and innovative designs. Supreme Total Piping Solutions, with you for a lifetime.
In just a decade, India has transformed into a digital powerhouse. From classrooms to clinics, farms to finance, digitalization is revolutionizing every aspect of life. Celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra. Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Digital India is marching in full swing and with high spirits to achieve the target of digital democracy. Some sectors like auto, real estate, fintech and electronics are fueling this growth. The drivers of growth will be recognized at the Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards. Nominations open now. Stay tuned.
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance. Semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintechs, health techs, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to www.rbeta.in.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
In just a decade, India has transformed into a digital powerhouse. From classrooms to clinics, farms to finance, digitalization is revolutionizing every aspect of life. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार
Hegemony of Western media has to end. Western media has had it too good for too long, and it has ruined the balance of power that's required, not just in politics and society.
I was told you were a shy and retiring journalist.
I have said recently that India will be the next media capital of the world. It is from countries like India, which speak English, which are democracies, where the challenge to the global news hegemony is about to come. And the time has come to provide a serious counter to global media sources like BBC and CNN, which have been hegemonistic for far too long.
I've been thinking about doing global news from India for a very, very long time. But particularly over the last 10 years, I've been actively talking about it in India and abroad, evangelizing the idea. Now the time has come for us to make that a reality, and that is why the Republic Media Network is building Asia's largest newsroom, largest news center, largest news complex, television and digital here in India. It is our contribution to what we feel will be the start of a media revolution from the soil of Bharat, beaming to the entire world. I want to thank all of you for always being with me. And I know that you believe in our enterprise as well.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Quick Heal Secrite, Policy Bazaar, Kuchina.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bengal Chief Minister and her government have made some very, very serious allegations of molestation against the Governor of Bengal, C.V. Ananda Bose. The man in the middle of the controversy accused of molestation of one of the employees in Raj Bhavan joins me live and takes on direct questions on these allegations and why, if push comes to shove, he's going to ban the entry of Mamata Banerjee from Raj Bhavan. Here's a clip of my chat with him. Stories of the day, particularly in election season, is the controversy around the West Bengal Governor, C.V. Ananda Bose, who is joining me this evening. And, there has been a complaint against the governor that he has molested one individual. It's a charge of molestation that has been put. In turn, the governor is at complete war and has banned the entry of police and specific ministers into Raj Bhavan. This is an unmatched scale of contribution. So, first, Mr. Bose, you have said that this is a plot against you. The other way of looking at it is that though you are a governor, it's a serious charge of molestation that the individual has put, that this lady has put. Have you met the complainant in question who has accused you of molestation?
I have met the complainant many times.
How do you know her?
She's my subordinate.
What was the level of sort of interaction with her that you have had?
Purely official.
She said she met you on 24th April 2024 with a CV. What was the meeting about?
I don't remember the date, but she came with the CV. She wanted a higher job. I told her it's not possible in the Rajban, but she said it can be anywhere. I said, okay, you give the CV to my ADC, we'll try to help you.
Did she meet you again on the 2nd of May?
She met me again with a supervisor.
Why did you meet her for a second time?
I made my offices several times because she was in charge of the peace room. In the peace room, I myself used to go and sit there receiving complaints from the people all over. I was told that in one day, 272 petitions were received in the peace room. I told the press, all the petitions have been sent to the Election Commission. Then the media told me, the Election Commission said they did not get a single petition from there. When I inquired into it, I found this lady was in charge of that and she failed in sending the petitions to the Election Commission. That is number one. Number two, I was told, or rather I knew, some of the confidential list of goons in the state, which I sent to the Election Commission, leaked out. This lady was in charge of that. She was responsible for that also. Therefore, I called a supervisor. And this lady, once the regular review was done, I told her to stay back for a minute and told her, is it true that you have done this? Is it true that you refused to send the petitions to the Election Commission? Is it true that you leaked out confidential information on the goons? She had no answer. Then I told her, at such a young age, if you're doing this kind of crooked activities, you are likely to lose your job and stay at home. This is the only scolding which I gave. She wept, she left. When I continued the meeting, I didn't call her. My meeting continued with the supervisor. This is what happened. And in between, she made certain statements of which I do not want to comment here at this point.
What kind of statements, briefly, broadly, if not specifically?
That is what is there in the news now about molestation by me. And this was, I have information later, that this was manipulated by a particular political party. That political party's prominent leader rang me up today and told me, sir, we are not in favor of maligning you, but some people in our party are against you. I will tell you who is behind these false narratives that are paraded against it. I did not wait to listen from him what is the story behind the story, but this is what I could gather.
Who was this individual?
That is confidential.
So you are saying a senior Trinamool leader called you?
Yes.
A senior Trinamool leader called you and said there's a conspiracy to fix you?
Yes.
Were you at any point of time, did you attempt to molest the complainant in question?
No.
At any, if you can recollect both the meetings?
Not at all.
You say you scolded her, but there was nothing more than that?
Nothing more than that.
Why would you scold her? I mean, the scolding could have been done by...
I made it very clear for not sending the petitions received in the peace room to the Election Commission, number one. Number two, misinformation that petitions have been sent to the Election Commission. The Election Commission is not acting. That is not correct. Number three, confidential information about Gundas, which I sent. It's a very, very sensitive information. That was leaked to the political parties.
For the biggest election of the year, India trusts News 18 Network. From polling to counting, News 18 delivers accurate results directly to your device in your language. Elections equals News 18 Network.
Twice.
My relation with Mamata Banerjee was based on mutual respect. But from this moment, I'm lifting that respect. She doesn't deserve it. Any professional attack on me is welcome. Any political attack on me is welcome, not any personal attack on me. I try to guard the dignity of the office of governor. Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister, is also entitled for dignity. Stop this personal attack on me, or I'll start it in my own way. Please stop it.
She's made the speech at an election rally. She says she's made the speech at an election rally. She says before you ask questions on Sandesh Khali, the governor should answer questions on this alleged molestation. She says, I've seen the tears of this woman. Her video is with me. She's crying. She's scared.
That is political rhetoric. It's not in my scheme of things. In politics, particularly in an election rally, she's entitled to say whatever she wants. But a personal attack on me, I will not accept.
Governor, you know, you are going to have to work with Mamata Banerjee. This is going to get nasty now. it's going to ruin your working relationship with the government. You have
Never.
banned the entry of certain ministers. You banned the entry of the police, I'm told, into
Yes.
Raj Bhavan.
Because if you read the constitution, there is immunity for the governor, not for Anand Bose. Police should know that. If the police does not know that, I have a duty to teach them. Because I was also in the Indian Administrative Service. My only message to the police is don't play with me. Don't play with me. Go by the rule. Go by the constitution. I have gone through the game. And I'll teach you if you refuse to learn.
What do you mean, don't play with me? Can you elaborate?
That is, when you are not allowed to investigate into the governor, if you enter the Raj Bhavan in the name of investigation, you're doing something wrong. That is what I meant, don't play with me. Play within the rules of the game, not outside the game. Within the law, within the constitution. Don't pretend that you can ignore the constitution. That's what I meant.
Now, you said that one Trinamool leader called you and said that this is part of a conspiracy against you.
Yes.
Mr. Bose, you don't want to name the individual. But
No,
what did they tell you?
because
What
it should-
conspiracy? They must have shared details of the conspiracy. And what was the role of the chief minister in that conspiracy, if any?
Actually, only this information was given to me. I normally don't discuss these things over phone. I said we will meet sometime later, but I had more important and engaging things for me, so I could not meet him today. I might meet him later.
But you are talking about the immunity provided to you by Article 361. Now, what if some people say that you're also a citizen of the country, you should let go of the immunity so that the investigation can happen and the truth of the allegations which you claim to be false should come out?
I'm never against any investigation. Truth should come out. Truth will come out. Truth will triumph. That is why I'm waiting for justice to take place. Let this election be over. Let the election rhetoric be over. Then we'll call a spade a spade.
Yesterday, a statement issued by your office banned the entry of West Bengal Minister of State Finance Chandrima Bhattacharya because she made defamatory statements against you. But now the Chief Minister has made the statements against you. From a public forum, will you ban the entry of Mamata Banerjee as well into Raj Bhavan?
If banning is required, I will ban. Why doubt about it? Nobody is above law. Nobody. I mean business. I mean every word of what I say. But so far, there has been a good working relation between me and Mamata Banerjee. I wish it to continue because people want that to continue. I will try my level best to see that there is healthy relation between the CM and the governor. I will not do anything on the spur of the moment. There will be no knee-jerk reaction with me. But your question was, if that is required, there is no if. If law is to be enforced, I will enforce it.
If she repeats the statements accusing you of molestation from political platforms, if she repeats them.
Political platform is different. That is not my platform. On the political platform, she is a much more experienced person in politics than me. They may use rhetoric. I just don't care.
Okay. Mr. Bose, things are fairly, delicately placed. We'll track both sides of the story. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tonight. Thank you. And time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the nation's sharpest opinion, which is also debate number 2 tonight. 2016. The peak of the Tukre protests in JNU. Pro-Afzal Guru gangs emerging in packs everywhere, saying, Afzal hum sharminda hain, tere qatil zinda hai. Right around the same time, caste protests on Rohit Vemula's death. Protests that Rahul Gandhi joined a hunger strike for, claiming that the Modi government had a hand in ensuring that a student in Hyderabad took his own life. Rahul Gandhi, at that time, started playing the caste card. He went everywhere, like he's doing now, trying to whip up the caste angle. whip up support for the angle of this being a case of Dalit atrocity. So much so that even as I speak tonight, his 2024 manifesto promises a Rohit Vemula Act for the protection of backward and oppressed communities at universities. Today, in the midst of that very campaign, the Congress government in Telangana has filed a closure report. In the Rohit Vemula case, which basically says Rohit Vemula was not a Dalit. That he died by suicide because he was afraid his real caste identity would be discovered. Which means everything that Congress said, everything that was alleged, this whole Dalit atrocity angle, every word of trying to provoke caste violence in the country by Rahul Gandhi was based on fake news. Viewers, when I say things like this, people say, Arnab, I mean, we cannot believe it. How could all of us have been misled for the last 7 to 8 years? Well, you have. That is how strong the fake news machinery has unfortunately become in this country in a post-truth world. Now, the Congress government has said the Rohit Vemula case was a fake case. I'm not saying it. A BJP government is not saying it. The Congress government is saying that the charge put by the Congress party was a fake charge. Someone has to be answerable, ladies and gentlemen. Campus after campus after campus in this country, these Congress people have gone and told students to do all kinds of things using the Rohit Vemula case. Rohit Vemula was not a Dalit. If the Congress says it was wrong to put the allegations against BJP leaders, against Smriti Irani, who was then HRD minister, what face does Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi have anymore? Will you trust these people? We're in the middle of an election. I'm asking you, you trust these people? When the Congress president was confronted by the Republic Media Network, he says, I'll go to the Supreme Court. How random. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the Congress in Delhi will go against the Congress in Karnataka for a Congress report of a Congress-run state that establishes that the Congress narrative of Rahul Gandhi on Rohit Vemula was nothing but a fiction of his imagination, like many of Rahul Gandhi's, a lie he told 1,000 times hoping that it would stick, an absolute lie. A lie like Rafale, a lie like Hindenburg, a lie like Judge Loya's death, just like the reservation lie. Rahul Gandhi should think long and hard tonight, since he scampered out to Amethi to bolt to his mother's ex-seat, about what today has meant for his political career or the lack of it. He has been established as an individual who has possibly faked a caste card, an individual whose theories his own chief minister does not buy, and an individual who may just have been established as toying with the facts on the death of a young boy at a university just to profiteer from it politically. That's my view. Let's debate.
It's huge and embarrassing for the Congress. Telangana police has filed a closure report in the 2016 suicide of activist scholar Rohit Vemula of the University of Hyderabad. The report also absolves all accused of any complicity in abetting the suicide. Vemula's suicide was turned into a cause célèbre to galvanize campus protests against the Modi government across the country.
वो सिर्फ रोहित के खिलाफ नहीं हो रहा है। हमारी यूनिवर्सिटीज में बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ ये होता है। लड़कियों को दबाया जाता है, दलितों को, आदिवासियों को, अलग-अलग लोगों को दबाया जाता है। अगर आप सचमुच में इससे लड़ना चाहते हो, तो हमें एक कानून की जरूरत है। एक ऐसा कानून जो कॉलेजेस में, यूनिवर्सिटीज में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को बंद करे।
The Lutyens lobby and the entire Khan Market gang came together to project the suicide as proof of how India under Modi was turning against Dalits and other deprived sections of society. Rahul Gandhi jumped in. meeting Vemula's mother in Hyderabad and making a speech in parliament attacking the Prime Minister.
वायदों का जाल बिछाया मोदी जी ने, मैं ये करूंगा वो करूंगा वो करूंगा, और फिर सवाल उठने लगे। पहला सवाल रोहित वेमुला ने पूछा, मैं दलित हूं इसलिए मुझे क्यों मारा जा रहा है? और आप लोग क्या करते हो? हिंदुस्तान की सरकार की शक्ति उसके कंधों पे ऐसे दबा देते हो। उसको आपने दबाया और बेचारे ने आत्महत्या कर दी।
Pandering to the lobby, Rahul Gandhi even promised a Rohit Vemula Act if Congress came to power. The closure report with all these details has come ironically when there's a Congress government in Telangana and the Rohit Vemula Act finds mention in party's 2024 manifesto also. Union Minister Smriti Irani was targeted by Congress for her speech in Parliament as then Women and Child Development Minister. Irani had said, I look at the case as the death of a child and not as a death of a Dalit.
जब इस घटना के बारे में मैंने सार्वजनिक बयान दिया, तब मैंने कहा कि इसको जाति की नजर से मत देखो। मैंने एक बच्चे की बात की, एक दलित छात्र की बात नहीं की। मैं चुनौती देती हूं, कोई भी मुझे उंगली उठाकर कहे कि मैंने जाति के आधार पर न्याय करने का या अन्याय करने का दुस्साहस किया। मेरा नाम स्मृति ईरानी है, चुनौती देती हूं, मेरी जात क्या है बताकर देखिए।
Police under Congress has proved her right. Coming as it does ahead of the third phase of polling on May 7 when Telangana goes to polls, the Rohit Vemula closure report is likely to become a hot election issue.
सर नहीं, मैं जो बोलना वहाँ बोलना।
Thank you. What next? But more importantly, the question is, would the Congress apologize for playing dirty politics over the dead body of a student who was struggling to find his feet? Given that Rahul Gandhi's entire 2024 campaign has been about social justice. Let's debate.
And what a terrible lie that is. What an approach, it's like a vulture-like approach. He's not a Dalit. And you went around the whole country, Rahul, Shazia, Professor Jyotsna of the TDP, Aruna Gopal, political analyst, right-leaning, Syed Asad Abbas, Umair Junaidi, who supports the Congress, as does George Kurian. You go around the whole country provoking people, George, saying that, Dalits have been targeted. Now your own government says that he was not a Dalit and says the case was wrong. And your government, Congress government, has filed a closure report into the case. So Congress government has said that Rahul Gandhi has lied. But what a lie this is. What is the implication of the lie? You are trying to create unrest in universities across the country, George. You want to provoke young people. You want caste-based violence. You want riots to break out. You want people from one caste to hate another caste. You want to divide Hindu society. You want to create social unrest. And after JNU, they thought they were playing a card, viewers. You see, in JNU, they were playing the Muslim card. In Hyderabad, they were playing the Dalit card. Dalit card. So Dalit card in Delhi, in Hyderabad, Muslim card in Delhi, then Dalit and Muslim vote consolidation, get Dalit, OBC, SC, ST, OBC, Muslim students wound up. Then after some time go and say that Muslims will lose their citizenship. Constant. George, why did you do this? Did you think you will not get caught one day?
Arnab, the Congress party is committed to defend and against any kind of a discrimination and social justice for the people, for the students in the universities, and we stick to it. And as far as Rohit Vemula's closure report is concerned, we all understand that BRS was ruling the Telangana state for last 2 decades, and the Congress government has just come into power in the state of Telangana. Having said that, this is a closure report from the state police. We will challenge it.
No, who is running the police?
Higher.
Who is running the police? Rahul Ishwar is on the debate.
That is the most confused.
So government the report changes. If one government has, they will give one report. If another government comes, they will give another report. What is the reality? And Rohit Vemula's father himself said he belonged to the Vadera community. See, Rohit Vemula is our brother, irrespective of any caste, and his loss is a loss to the entire nation. We are all with the family, but at the same point of time, caste hatred was spread in India's campuses, saying that India is being casteist, India is being depriving of Dalits. So this caste card was deliberately played. Rohit Vemula should definitely, we should support him, his family. There should not be any kind of, black marking them. But at the same point of time, a purposeful narrative was engineered that India is unsafe for Dalits, India is unsafe for Muslims.
I want the...
And all these kind of political maneuvering was happening. Just one question from my side. So if tomorrow another government comes, will there be another report? And right now, Arnabji, what is going to happen is very clear. These police officers will be suspended or will be targeted. These things, they will be called all the names, and these people who might have done a very honest and genuine work will be sidelined. Their careers will be tarred. This is in spite of a Congress government being there.
We
So
know
we
that
should
Telangana
appreciate
is
the
going
Congress
into
government
polls
there
on the
in
13th of May, and this is
and the
nothing but a
police officers for
conspiracy
doing a good job
and
in
trying
spite
to
of
corner the
making up
Congress party
excuses.
because
And
we are
elections are coming. I'm absolutely sure some kind of action will be against these police officers. Why?
Discrimination against Dalit, SC, ST,
That doesn't
OBC
suit the
community.
storyline. That doesn't suit the paradigm. This is very unfortunate. I hope our nation wake up to see these are the cards that are being played, and every community should be supported. And just one last line.
No, they knew.
Gandhiji said it very right. We had some negative attitude to our backward communities, and it is the self-restraint on the part of Ambedkar and our backward community that they are not breaking our head off. This was Mahatma Gandhi in 1931. We have done injustice. Pujaniya Sarsang Chalak Mohan Banerjee also
ignore
said
the fact that
Rohit
had written the letter before his death to the then Vice Chancellor, Mr.
People
Rao,
are using that
about
cleverly
the harassment
for
that he's
garnering
going
vote banks. I
through,
hope they rethink
complaints.
because it is
No,
not
I
in the
think
interest
that
of our nation.
which led to
I
his
think you
death
have to
and
be,
suicide. If you're calling it, it's a murder.
Mr. Korean, I request you to understand the seriousness of my debate today. Because today you have been caught red-handed. The similarity between Deepika Padukone and Rahul Gandhi is that they both went to JNU to do acting. But Rahul Gandhi extended the acting in Hyderabad. He lied. He tried to create caste riots. Do you understand how serious this is? Umair Junaidi, I want Professor Jyotsna Tirunagiri, national spokesperson of the TDP, to comment on this. You must have seen the details of this case. Professor Jyotsna, should the case not be made against Rahul Gandhi and other Congress leaders for provoking on the basis of caste on campuses?
Yes. Then why? Then Narendra Modi should be also.
Omer, let Professor Jyotsna come, then I'll come to you. Please, I'll come to you. I will come to you.
Why?
Yes, Omer.
One second.
Omer, put Omer. No, let Omer be on right. 1 second. Let Professor Jyotsna continue. Yes.
Arnabji, initially I would say that it is very unfortunate that we lose a youngster in this country. And his death has been politicized that way. And that's my major concern. The death of a youngster is politicized. For what reason? He gave a suicide note. Why wasn't the suicide note properly analyzed? Why was there a caste remark on that? Why was, his death not properly investigated on? That's my point. Why was it given a completely different turn altogether? Whether we call it a casteist remarks or whether we call it a casteist turn. But I truly, as a professor, as an academician, I feel a youngster lost his life in the academic field there in the university. So what are the reasons? Whether it is the mental, condition of the child, whether the academic pressure there or any other sort of a pressure that he is facing, what went wrong? And why was that? One second. You need to stop. 1 second. Let me complete. because you have enough politicized it. I'm sorry to say this, you have enough politicized this. This has happened in 2016.
That's not true.
And I'm a resident of Hyderabad. Let me speak out here. I am a resident of Hyderabad. I have seen what happened in the universities then. I have seen what happened in the universities across the country then. My question still remains unanswered. What went wrong in Rohit Vemula's case? What went wrong? Why was he, compelled to commit suicide? Why wasn't that particular thing being, investigated on? Why was it immediately given a turn of
one minute. Professor Jyotsna, Professor Jyotsna, moot point. We are in the middle of a national election.
Yes.
And today Congress party is saying we will bring a Rohit Vemula Act, point number 21 of the Congress manifesto, to address discrimination faced by students belonging to backward and oppressed communities in educational institutions. Now, in this case, the whole basis, they made Rohit Vemula a name on the basis of which they want to do their Dalit caste, Dalit Muslim politics. Now, I am telling you, people of the country, the Congress party wants to break India on Muslim versus non-Muslim, Dalit versus non-Dalit, SC, ST, OBC. They want to do this, but they will fail. I'll tell you why they will fail. I will tell you why they will fail. Omar, listen to me. Congress, your party, your state government, Karuna is there. I mean, you have no... Okay, you can debate with Karuna. Your government, your party has said that you are lying. If it was a BJP government which says Rahul Gandhi is lying, is different. Revant Reddy is saying Rahul Gandhi is a liar.
Did Revant Reddy say that Rahul Gandhi lied?
Yes. Revant Reddy has said that Rahul Gandhi is lying.
Okay, show me the video.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't disturb me when I'm telling you. Okay? Page number 50. One minute.
When Revant Reddy said Rahul Gandhi lied.
Of course, that's what he's saying. Who is the Chief Minister of Telangana? Who is the Chief Minister of Telangana?
The Telangana government will be, the Telangana Congress will be against Delhi Congress. Just now you spoke.
Oh God,
you said Rahul
don't you have common sense here, Omar? Okay, let me explain to you since you are trying to pretend that you don't understand. The Congress government is saying...
I understand you better.
No, you don't. I'm explaining to you like a child.
Okay.
I'm explaining to you like a child. I'm saying to you, Omar... Omar Junaidi, I'm explaining to you, just give me 10 seconds, maybe you will understand. The closure report says that the deceased himself is aware that he does not belong to the scheduled caste, that his mother got him SC certificate. He's from the Vadara community, it is clear that it is falling under the backward classes. Now, the report says, I hope you've seen it, the provisions of SC and ST Act are not attracted in this case. You are also aware that in page 50 of the suicide note, he says SFI, anything and everything else exists for their own sake. He's criticized the Students' Federation of India. So maybe it is that to cover up their own guilt, they created this Dalit oppression narrative to cover themselves up. And also because that time, you see, JNU was happening. They wanted to burn the country. They were very angry. BJP came to power. Narendra Modi became Prime Minister the second time. They had to do something to burn the country. This was the plan. Provoke Muslims in JNU. Bharat tere tukde honge, inshallah. Then make it stronger by adding a Dalit angle.
When did JNU incident happen, Arnab?
Huh?
When did JNU incident happen? In the year 2019 or 2020?
Pardon me? Much before that, we know all that. I was the person who took on, you forgot? I am the person who took on this JNU Tukre gang, you forgot?
How come the JNU wanted to burn the nation because Narendra Modi...
JNU didn't, yaar, listen to me. Which party is Kanhaiya Kumar in now? Huh? The original Tukre fellow? Which party has he joined now? Which party has he joined now? You want to ask me what was the conspiracy? Which party has he joined now? Your entire conspiracy on caste, Omar, will not be tolerated in this country anymore. Today you have to apologize on my program for trying to burn the country down from campuses. I said don't burn my country down. Don't provoke our students. Don't try to make people angry? Arey, what do you know? What do you know? Anyway, fact is, Congress government has said that Rahul Gandhi has lied. What will you do? Karuna Gopal, what will they do now? This story is a national story as far as I'm concerned, Karuna. What do you think?
You are making it a national story just because the elections are there and you want to target Congress, and that's what this shows.
No.
The fact is very clear.
No, I have not. No, 1 minute. No. You see what's happening. Case is closed.
Arnab, where you when Narendra Modi is standing up on the stages and saying that targeting a community, why weren't you questioning at
Which community? Which community? Which community? Narendra Modi is saying that there should be no Muslim quota. What is wrong in that? Should there be Muslim quota? Should there be a Muslim quota? Should SC/STs be denied? Should the Muslim quota be cut from the SC/ST quota? Anyway, come to the issue. Come to the issue. You see what happens, I'll tell you. 1 minute. I'll tell you. Listen to me. You'll listen to me. See, this report comes out, Republic puts it out, we put pressure, we put a mic, Mallikarjun Kharge runs away. And while we are reporting this case, while we are debating, this whole nation is watching. DGP of Telangana says, DGP says, I will reinvestigate the closure report. He says, I will open the case again.
You correct yourself, Mallikarjun.
Arnab, can I say something?
Arnab,
can I be?
No, 1 minute. Yeah, Karuna.
I'd like to come in as well, Arnab. Yeah. Arnab, first of all, this happened in 2016, and if we go back and check what happened in 2017, there was a district level scrutiny committee that went in depth into the caste angle and then came out with the information that it was fraudulently acquired and the case should have been closed then itself. Now it appeared now, and there is no point in DGP saying that he's going to reopen it. It doesn't stand any bit of a chance at all right now. But you are 100% right when you say that Congress looks for a sliver of hope. Whenever there is any kind of a campus unrest, it plonks itself there, and Rahul Gandhi comes and makes vitriolic statements, creates such a big scene that the entire, imagine filing, going against 4 people, including Smriti Irani, when there is no case at all. There's no case at all. And today, our Honorable Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, what does he say? He says that BJP is completely against SC/ST, and then they, in 2000 itself, during Vajpayee ji's time, they came out with, Venkat Chalaya committee that is going to scrap the reservation, which is absolutely a lie. I mean, that particular committee was set up to just review the constitution, the federal system, nothing to do with reservation at all. And blatant lies are being thrown everywhere. In the recent past, you would have seen the fake video that was produced of our Minister of Interior. Okay, now can I come in now?
Look at the level of desperation. But they're coming out with fake videos.
Can I come in now?
No. This fake thing will not last anymore. You see, Syed Abbas, when a case is investigated and closed, you can't openly, randomly do it like this. I know you people are experts, not you, Congress party. In my case also, the case was investigated, closed, they wanted to arrest me, so they reopened the case. They have no understanding. The Congress party is 100% exposed before the people of this country. Syed Abbas, please understand, if you have alleged foul play in the Rohit Vemula case, there has been a 7 to 8 year investigation. You claimed he was a Dalit. It's been found he was not a Dalit. And you know, now you can't say because an election is going on, we will reopen the case. How can you do that? That's very random.
Okay. Karuna ji mentioned about district level scrutiny committee. I'd like to, ma'am, confront you on that point and the legalities and the technicalities of that. Before that, I have a member, my dear friend Rahul Ishwar, who is a Gandhian. And let me quote Mahatma Gandhi for you, my friend.
There are courts of justice, but there is a court higher than the courts of justice. It is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. Now let me get to the technicality of this case. According to the law, it is a district.
No, where is your conscience, sir, when you say he was a Dalit but he was not a Dalit? You play around with a young person's life and you ask others to look into their conscience. Where was your conscience?
I mean,
you
how
used
dare you invoke Mahatma Gandhi?
Give me full
How
time. I have
dare
to
you
say,
invoke Mahatma Gandhi? What temerity you have to invoke Mahatma Gandhi? I want to ask you.
Let's not trivialize this matter, Shazia ji. You all spoke, I heard. Can I get my 1 minute time, please? Arnab, can I get my 1 minute time, please? Thank you. Ma'am, you mentioned about district level scrutiny committee. This same district level scrutiny committee, the collector has not even finished adjudicating the matter. What are you even talking about? He's not even furnished the same to the court, to the Telangana High Court. Let us understand when the district scrutiny committee, as per your claim that he's not a Dalit, the report is not mere
Are you casting aspersions now on Telangana CM and Telangana police? How confused are you, my dear friend? How confused and convoluted you are?
आप ही बात करो, आप ही का चैनल है, आप ही का चैनल है और बात
चैनल है, मेरा देश का चैनल है, सच का चैनल है, सत्यमेव जयते होता है इस देश में, झूठ नहीं चलेगा. You use a human tragedy.
No, the case was closed. No, one minute.
You're not a fair actor.
1 minute. Say the boss. I have a press release from the DGP.
Just 2 minutes.
I have a press release from the DGP. May I read it?
You know how
Arnab, can I be allowed to make my point? Or should I excuse myself from the debate very humbly?
How desperate
it's
they
not fair,
are
Arnab.
to
Allow me to
malign,
please make my point.
to malign.
Can I please be allowed to make my point, Shazia?
Yeah, but you're making a false point.
I'll hear you.
Is there any point
You're making a false
no,
point.
Allow me to make
I need to. No, I heard your point. I want to counter you. Your point. And then you continue, Syed. Let's have a deal. My point is that I have with me a press release from the current DGP of Telangana, which contradicts you. He says it is to state that the investigation officer in the case was the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Madhapur, and the final report in the case was prepared in 2018 based on the investigation conducted. The final report was officially filed in the jurisdictional court on 21/03/2024 by the investigation officer. So he says that what you're saying is wrong. There has been full due process.
Absolutely not.
No, if there has been,
allow me to counter you.
No, I don't understand you. Because it doesn't suit you. Because the results of the investigation don't suit you. No, what do you want? No, investigation doesn't suit you. What do you want the investigation to say? Rahul Gandhi is great. He did not lie.
No, you need to allow me to speak. Now let me. Senior advocate A. Satya Prasad has quoted to Hindustan Times, the print Times of India, and let me quote you. Without the collector's decision, the district level scrutiny committee cannot be taken as a basis to cancel Vemula's caste status. It's totally incorrect. I quote A. Satya Prasad.
The senior advocate is on which side?
Representing Rohit Vemula's family.
So one minute, just one minute.
Obviously, Rohit Vemula.
What do you expect?
Allow us side to please.
What do you expect?
Please.
This is the Telangana police. This is the official report. This is the closure report that absolves all the accused. It also shows that the accusation was made malafide.
Kindly see
all his academic reports. It was used. A human tragedy was used.
Not a fair debate. You're not being fair today.
To create
I'm taking a 30-second Securite commercial break and I'm back in 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a completely fair debate. Karuna, I'm coming right to you. I'll start with you when I'm back in 30 seconds.
So you are quoting.
Why am I...
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुमा केसरी।
Well, it's clear to me that there has been Congress pressure on the DGP Karuna, on the police, since the report came out, and to save the Congress party the blushes and embarrassment in the middle of an election campaign, they are trying to cover it up by saying we'll do a reopening of a closure report. Karuna.
Arnab, can I be allowed to make my point, please?
Can Karuna respond to you, and then she hasn't spoken yet? Yeah.
Karuna already spoke, Arnab.
Nothing is going to come out of this, report, even if they reinvestigate.
How do you know? Are you the High Court judge? Are you the Supreme Court judge? Are you the Director General of Police? Ma'am, Rohit Vemula's life is lost. Do you even know Rohit Vemula?
Karuna.
He was one of the most brilliant academic student of the university. Ma'am,
of course, we are not denying it. We know that he's been a scholar and he.
That is Rohit Vemula. Why did the students go out there and protest? Leave the Congress party, leave the Bharatiya Janata party. Let us not trivialize Rohit Vemula's death. Rohit Vemula's discussion is that spoken about. He was one of the most brilliant
say that they are pro-Dalit. They are pro-Dalit, and that's why he stepped in and started, using the Dalit card. But what has Congress done for Dalits so far?
He also
mentioned I'm going to tell you something very important. What has Congress done for the Dalits? If you remember,
the fact
when Dr. Ambedkar resigned from the cabinet,
this is about Rohit Vemula's life.
Said
a brilliant student,
what did
an
he say in the
academician
report and
who
what
lost
did he say in
his
the letter?
life.
He said that Pandit Nehru has not cared for SCs and STs, and his love for Muslims has dissuaded him and made him feel so bad that he is resigning. So what has Congress done for Dalits? And why is Rahul Gandhi going all over the place holding a card for Dalits? Give me a break. They haven't done anything right from
Ambedkar's have a Kit Kat.
To what they have done. They have not supported the Mandalkam commission.
Enough with politicizing this issue. I don't care about political parties. I will tell you now. Why is the police deviating from the report? Why aren't they investigating the case? Why are you so behind the fact of the certificate or not? Rohit Vemula was a brilliant student. He was an academician.
No, you put a caste angle where there was none.
1,75,000
Arnab, the whole thing.
The scholarship
was because he was depressed that he put up a wrong caste
code. Let us not trivialize his death between a Congress and BJP.
He presented a wrong
I do not care about a BJP or Congress,
certificate.
But I care about his death.
If somebody presented, if somebody presented, my view is
death was very unfortunate.
Yes, of course, that is unfortunate. But if somebody presented a wrong caste certificate, if somebody presented a wrong caste certificate, I'll go to Professor Jyotsna again. She's also an academic.
Yes.
And if he's taken his life for fear of being, that fact will come out, it is most unfortunate. He should have not taken his life, but to put a Dalit angle to it is completely wrong in my view. Professor Jyotsna and Omar.
That is my.
Can I get 30 seconds?
No, one second. Let me complete. The point is.
Our side also needs to make a point, ma'am, with all due respect.
One second. What I mean to say is, that is my entire point of concern. Why was his death politicized and why was a caste card being used there? Immediately, as soon as the death happened, as soon as he committed suicide, immediately, completely the entire narrative changed. It was completely casted. Completely. Because we have witnessed it, we have seen it through our own eyes. All the night, we had people there only talking about caste. My point is, a youngster lost his life.
Yeah, because the incident had been...
Don't say that. It's not about caste.
He was troubled because of his caste.
Suicide note very clearly says that.
Because of the caste, he was troubled and it was a provocation by the VC on the basis of his caste which led him to commit a suicide.
Why don't you talk of it? Why don't you talk of what he was undergoing, whether it was academically or what? And then these guys come up and say that he was being harassed for, he was not given the scholarship amount or whatnot. There was some paperwork. Initially, he was given scholarship for 4 years because he has done PhD from another stream.
What was the paperwork? Where are you the investigation officer? Did you find the paper?
Let me complete my point.
Because the police department.
Hold on. Let me complete my point. Let me complete my point. The point is, he had switched into a different stream. And that's the
Point is
reason
very clear.
policy was
Rohit
delayed.
Vemula
Why do you
committed
bring a
suicide
caste
because
point
he
there?
was troubled.
Why do you bring
He
a caste
was,
point there?
troubled and tortured because of his caste. And today, the police, without working on the fact why he committed the suicide, they closed the report, the case by reporting a statement that he was not belonging to the
not in the hands of anybody else. And now you even compel the police to come out and say that we will reinvestigate. For what will you reinvestigate? What have you done all these years? What have you done? Now that the report is not in your favor, you come out and say that we will reinvestigate.
The Congress government
Come on. Stop politicizing the deaths of youngsters.
If it's possible and if it's required, we go for the investigation and proper investigation will be done to the case. It is not the BJP who said where you do whatever.
You know, there was an attempt to say, for example, Omar, very interesting point, please, that he was, because of his caste, not allowed entry into certain sections of the university. This was also false, Shazia, because the closure report says...
Everything according to you is false, Arnab. Everything which goes against
I am not saying, Omar,
Congress
don't freak out. I am not saying your government, your Congress government, your police is saying. Your police is saying, your Telangana police, your Congress government is saying that the punishment order issued only prevented entry of groups into the administration block. There was no prohibition on people if they visited individually. So on that also you built a false narrative.
Everything was given a caste color.
Much more
and
larger,
please remember, regarding caste politics, Gandhiji said, I will die, but I will not let Hindu society be divided on caste lines. So please remember, this caste card was cleverly misused. That is the core point of the entire thing. We all respect Rahul Vemula, same comment when we even
Okay, I'll George Korean want to make a point. George and Shazia. George and Shazia, forget election is happening. Just go out. I think Congress party should go and say we lied. Or whatever, be unintentionally lied or intentionally lied.
Arnab, let me categorically make it clear to your audiences that the Congress party, neither Rahul Gandhi is trying to mislead this nation with respect to...
I am not saying, your government is saying, no?
And I need to ask Shazia Ilmi here, on what basis is the closure report the police machinery of the state is trying to allege that, Rohit Vemula had to take this extreme step, basis on the caste certificate, which is really untrue, and he is not alive today to defend himself.
Okay.
So can I come in now? So it is Telangana police. There is a closure report in place which absolved the accused. And who was made accused? Bandaru Dattatray, Secunderabad MP from BJP MP, Smriti Irani, the Vice Chancellor, and the MLC, Raminderji. And all of them have been absolved because there was no connection or link. Let me finish, George. Let's talk in a civil manner. Now, listen to me. So a child dies, and there are suicides, and they're very sad. And somebody has to address that, and the Prime Minister does. He does talk about students and the need to be with them when they go through mental anguish of different kinds. But this was not about caste. And you made it into a caste.
Viewers, I think I have very clearly established before you by quoting parts of the closure report that the Congress party tried to do Muslim plus Dalit plus SC/ST OBC politics using the JNU case and using the Rohit Vemula case. It is most condemnable. The attempt to put pressure on the Telangana police right now to do another U-turn is even more condemnable. We will track the story more and hope to get an apology from the Congress by tomorrow. And till then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing the show for this evening. Thank you for being with me, everyone. Till tomorrow evening. Good night and goodbye.
We have a majestic liftoff of LVM-3 M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
I've always believed that India can have a global news network. And over the last 1 decade, I have actively evangelized the idea wherever I have gone in India and abroad. Now, with the way India is all set to lead global growth, to lead the world, this is the time to make it happen. And that is why the Republic Media Network is putting together Asia's largest news complex. The best technology, the most integrated, largest news setup of the continent here in India. And it is from this news headquarters that the revolution of news will begin, the revolution which will impact the world starting here on our soil. Asia's largest news complex is now in India.
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance. Semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintechs, health techs, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to www.rbeta.in.
और आज मैं एक और बात कहूंगा, कांग्रेस इस बार पहले से भी कम सीटों पर सिमटने जा रही है।
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance. Semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintechs, health techs, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to www.rbeta.in.
$15,000 placements in 2022-23. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth, over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for The Debate.